Hello everybody, it's Neve. Today I'm going to be showing you this New Year's Eve look that I created, which is kind of a purple, sparkly, smoky eye with a neutral face for the most part. I really hope that you enjoy this. I am going to go ahead and stop talking and get straight into it. Okay, so I've already done my base and my eyebrows. Excuse the hormonal acne that I have going on right now. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with Too Faced Shadow Insurance. If you're using kind of a really glittery eyeshadow instead of what I'm going to be using, which is just a glittery liquid liner, you can always use a glitter primer. This one's $1 from e.l.f. or there are some really good indie ones on the market as well. But I'm just going to go ahead and be using this. And this is Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I don't know if I already mentioned it. I'm just squeezing out a little bit of that onto my hand and rubbing it all over my lid into the inner corner, and any excess that I have I'm going to go ahead and take it underneath a little bit as well. And I'm actually going to take whatever I have left on my hand and put it on my Cupid's bow, and I'm going to highlight my Cupid's bow. I just like to use a primer to make sure it stays on, just because, you know, you're always talking and kind of messing with your mouth. And the highlighter I'm going to use for my Cupid's bow and for the rest of my face is Golden Veil by Hello Waffle. So I'm putting that on the Cupid's bow right here. I'm just using a pencil brush because I want it to be pretty precise. And I'm also taking that same highlighter. I'm going to go in the inner corner of my eyes and also just along the brow bone. And you can see the glow that's giving me is really, really nice. I love this highlighter. I'm not just saying that because I love Christine. I really do love this highlighter. It's a really good option if you want something that's there but not too kind of over the top and obvious. Okay, and while I'm doing this, I might as well just highlight the rest of my face. I'm going to be using this kind of fluffy brush. I've already got that on the top, and I'm going to be doing the top of my cheekbones in kind of circular motions. And I'm also going to be going down the bridge of my nose, my chin and my forehead. See, there's that lovely spot. I'm going to try not to get highlighter on that, because I don't really want to draw attention to it much. Okay, so there's my highlighting done. I'm finally going to move on to the eyes now that my primer's probably getting dry. And I'm going to be using AFK Cosmetics Dark Candy all the way across the lid up to the crease. I love this color so much. It's like a muted kind of mauvey purpley color. I think it's perfect for this look, because I'm not going to be doing anything too bright, but I want it to have a little bit of colour. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I know you're not supposed to pull your eye, but I do it anyway, so whatevs. And I don't have that much lid space, so it's just going to look like this thin line, but I am taking it all the way up to my lid. I just don't have that much of an eyelid. Okay, so now I'm just going to be taking a kind of matte eye color, like the color of my skin, and it's by Starlooks. I'm just going to use this one right here, and that's just going to make it easier to kind of blend the eyeshadows out that I'm about to use. So I'm just taking this right here because I don't want to go over the highlighting that I've already done. Oops, went into the wrong color. Good job. So that should make it a bit easier for the eyeshadows to kind of blend out, the ones I'm going to be using now. Vintage by Blackbird Cosmetics. I love this color. I know I keep on saying that about everything, but this is just a matte muted purple again. I'm going to be taking this side of the brush, but I will be switching back and forth between that one and this one. And I'm just going to be putting that kind of in the crease and also bringing it a tiny bit into like the inner or the outer third of the eye. Like so. Like I said, I'm going to be switching back and forth quite a bit because you want it to be well blended. And I'm also going to be taking that same colour and going under the lash line with it. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to be taking Shiro's I'll Move That For You, which looks like, oh god, focus, that. Super pretty, but it has a very, very, very dark black base. So you want to use the lightest hand possible with this. I'm going to take, like, seriously, I'm going to take what's left over on the back of this lid here. I'm going to be taking that in the crease just the tiniest amount, and also under the lash line, the lower lash line. So that is that, and like I said, I'm going to be taking that under the lower lash line, but for that I'm going to be switching brushes back to my pencil brush because I want it to be super precise. I don't want too much at all. Tapping the excess off. Okay, now I'm going to be using NYX Liquid Crystal Liner in Crystal Silk, which is this golden colour, and I'm going to be using that to bring some kind of warmth into the look. And where I'm going to be placing that is right here, starting in the inner corner, and just kind of fanning it out like this. And you don't want to use too much, and you have to kind of keep your eyes closed while this is drying. So I'm going to do a little bit of this on camera and then turn the camera off while it dries. Concentrating most of it right there on that inner corner. Okay, so now that is dry, I also went in while it was drying, since I had to look down the whole time anyway, and I used my Ico London Skinny Liquid Liner in black to do just the tiniest wing on both eyes. And I also used my Urban Decay Perversion Mascara, which I don't like too much, but I had to just get rid of it because it's almost out, so I figured, why not? And I'm going to go ahead and zoom you out now that the eyes are done. And I'm going to start doing, or finish, I guess, doing my face. And for that, I'm going to be using this EcoTools brush. And I'm actually going to be using this colour in my Starlux Brow Palette in BS4. And that's the colour I use to contour my face. So I'm taking the tiniest bit of that on the tip of my brush and just kind of lightly contouring my cheekbones and then also around my temples. Starting back here. And just kind of using a very light hand until it's blended out down there. Like so. And I'm going to be using this slightly warmer colour right here on the temples, just because I think you're naturally a bit warmer up there anyway, because that's where the sun hits you. My hair's going everywhere. And I'm blending that down into this colour that I just used. I might have went a bit crazy with the temples there, but you get the idea. So that's that side contoured. My cat's playing with something in the kitchen, which is across from me, so that's those noises you hear. And I'm using that same colour again for my cheekbones, and also I'm going to go ahead and go down the sides of the nose a little bit with this. Okay, so now that I am all contoured and my hair is a mess officially, I am going to be taking this blush, which is called Belle by Hello Waffle. It looks super bright pink in the camera, I guess, but this is the only pink blush that has ever worked for me. I really, really do love this blush because I just have kind of a warmer skin tone. You can't tell in this camera because the white balance is off, but my skin tone is actually quite yellow, so a lot of pink blushes don't work on me, but this one really does. And the colour that I picked to go with that is this Burt's Bees Crayon in Sedona Sands, which I've obviously used a lot of. It's kind of my Lips But Better colour. And that's why I picked this blush to go with it, because I thought they looked nice together. So I'm going to be using quite a light hand since I'm so pale. And I'm going to be taking that blush kind of in between where I placed the highlight and the contour. Starting out like this, and then I'm just going to kind of blend it out. I just like to get an idea first of where I want to place the colour. And I don't want too much colour in my face for this look. Just enough to make me look like I'm not dying. And then any extra that's on the brush I'm going to take up to my temples. And it should be like barely anything, like you should barely be able to see it, but it'll just kind of... Gonna go ahead and go right over that giant zit there. So sexy. Okay, now I'm done with my blush. Last step is my Burt's Bees lip crayon in Sedona Sands. Okay, so that's it for the makeup look. I really hope that you like it. I am going to go ahead and put everyone else's New Year's Eve makeup looks in the bottom bar below once they're uploaded, if they're not already. And if you'd like, you can comment or subscribe. Leave a comment letting us know kind of what types of videos you'd like to see us do, because we are really interested considering we're a new channel. I hope you all have an awesome New Year's Eve, and I'll see you next time. Bye.